Good morning, guys. It is your boy Jew. We are back here with another video, and unfortunately we are letting one of the cars go out of our fleet, I'll say. So let's get to it. Man, oh man, oh man. You guys know this car. This is my 2008 Nissan 350Z Nismo, and lucky for you guys, this is not the car we're getting rid of. So let's move on. And that leaves us with this car. For the new people out there, is my 2012 Nissan 370Z Nismo with the astounding 2JZ engine. And unfortunately, man, you guys know I've been struggling with this car to get this thing just kind of working properly, you know? It's been really a work in progress and very frustrating as a content creator to make content. And with that being said, this is not the car either. Let's move on. That leaves us with none other than my 2002 Lexus IS300. And guys, this is the car that we are getting rid of. Let me explain. Truthfully, there isn't really a huge reason why I want to get rid of this car. This is a great car. You guys know this, that it's been my daily driver for a very long time, and it's treated me so well. I've literally had no issues with this car. You know, when I got it, I did have to fix a few things, little bits and pieces here and there. But overall, man, this has really been a really good car. And I think the next car that we're getting, because yes, we are replacing this with something else, is gonna be worthwhile. I have a few options. I'm not really set in stone on anything in particular. I do have my eye on a few things, but no matter, I guess nonetheless, whatever I decide to settle on, it's definitely going to be better than this. So that's all I'll say on that for now. But let me go ahead and start emptying this thing out. And lucky for me, it's raining out. Great. Lucky for me, I didn't really have anything in here. Just had to get some stuff out of the glove box. But how cool is this? I actually have the owner's manual too, so the original owner's manual. It's kind of cool, you know, came with that and whatnot. So I'll give him that. Then I got all of the other important paperwork that he's gonna need. And yeah, this thing is completely cleaned out. So this is a cool little car. Again, 2002 Lexus IS300, 180,000 miles, original miles. All the maintenance is up to date. Have a Apple CarPlay radio that I installed in here that I actually am gonna miss. But my 350Z actually has this same radio head unit, and whatever car I get in the future, I'm definitely gonna go with this same brand, because this one I had no problems with. The only, I'd say it's not really a downside, but the only con to it is just you do have to plug it in to get Apple CarPlay. But I mean, who cares, you know, charges your phone, you get Apple CarPlay. But yeah, this thing is it's pretty clean. So let's start it up for the last time, hopefully. And if all goes well, this will not be my car anymore. No dash lights either, forgot to mention that, you know, just my seat belt is not on, and then I have the e-brake on. I don't know, let me know if you guys do that in an automatic car. I'm just kind of used to it just because of like the manual cars, but no matter what car I'm in, I always put it in park, and then I always put the e-brake up. It's just kind of like habit, especially if you're on a hill, because it's not good to let all that weight from the car sit on the transmission. But yeah, I don't know, that just might be a me thing. But let's go ahead and get rid of this car, man. And just like that, guys, we have sold the Lexus, man. Honestly, I'm a little sad just because I'm gonna miss that car. That was a good car. That car was clean. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm trying to move on, either get a potential right-hand drive car before my S15 gets here, or I don't know, there's some options. I put up a poll on Instagram to either get a right-hand drive car first or either turbo this car, and a lot of you guys shown a lot of interest in boosting this car. So I actually pulled up here, a little warehouse, and we bought something to do that. Boom. We have our brand new comp
6467 turbo, and that is going to be going on this thing. I'll show you guys a little bit more when I get home, but I did want to show you guys is this little shop space. I forgot what he said this place is called, Willow something, but it's kind of cool. I guess they like specialize in just really anything JDM. Seems like they have a lot of all-wheel drive stuff, some Evos over here, Subaru Evo, and then we have another Evo. But man, this place is kind of cool. I wish I could go inside and check out all of what they have and what they do, but I don't know these people, they don't know me. I'm sure that probably wouldn't go that well, but yeah, man, this is pretty sick. The two-piece rotors in there with the TE37s, endless brakes. This is really sick. So I don't know, don't want to spend too much time here, go ahead and get home, but I figured I would just kind of show you guys some cool stuff. These kind of like look like the same tires that I have, the hand clip, but they have definitely been seen better days. But yeah, pretty sick. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get home, and I'll kind of explain what my plan is now that the Lexus is gone. So this is now my daily driver for a little bit. So we are finally back home, and now I feel like it's a good time to go ahead and give you guys an explanation of why I decided to go ahead and boost the 350Z. Initially, my plans were to sell my Lexus IS300 and buy a right-hand drive car before my S15 gets here. Again, if you guys don't know, my girlfriend and I are actually flying out to Japan in November, later this year, 2024. We are actually gonna be buying an S15, so we're gonna be taking that back over here to California, stateside, and that's gonna be a really sick car to have and add to the collection. But I started kind of just sitting down thinking after I sold the IS300, and I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, if I buy another car, that means I'm gonna have basically two cars. I'm gonna have this other right-hand drive car that I'll buy temporarily to have, and then I'm also gonna have the S15. So I'm just thinking like, that's a lot of money to A, register cars, and B, pay insurance on cars. And as cool as that would be and as sick as that sounds, I'm not made of money. And I think the more responsible and just reasonable thing was to just sell the Lexus IS300 because I didn't really need that car, and just kind of put that money into my 350Z. So that's kind of where I'm coming up with some of this money to go ahead and turbo it and boost it and all that stuff, have fun with it. And that way when my S15 gets here, I'm still adding that car for sure, but I'm not, kind of overdoing it with having all of these cars. And once I get to a point where I can, then great, but right now we're just not there yet, so we just got to keep working. Enough talking, let me just go ahead and tell you and show you what we have here. So what I ended up buying was a brand new Comp Turbo. This is an air-cooled turbo, so it does have the little grease fitting on here at the top, so you just grease this every so often. These turbos are very, very expensive. I've had a Comp Turbo before, but it was a standard oil cooled turbo, so it just had an oil feed and an oil drain. The air cooled, I think these are like they're top of the line, meaning like not necessarily the best performing, but just the most expensive turbo. So definitely not looking forward to hopefully buying this thing again, but definitely am excited to run it and just see how it is. So this is a 6467 Comp Turbo. It has a 2.5-inch inlet right here with a 4-inch inducer for the front. The exhaust housing size is I want to say 0.96 AR. It's an open scroll, and what that means, it just doesn't have a divided housing under there like this one. This one is a twin scroll, so it just kind of divides the housing, which is good for like flow, to maximize all your flow, but right now this should be fine. The good thing about Comp is I can always actually call them, and they have these on standby, so you can buy whatever exhaust housing that you want. But again, I already bought this, so I'm just gonna stick with this for now. I think this will be plenty. My power goals for the car, since this isn't really the race car per se, this one is more so the race car, I think I'm really gonna shoot for around 550 to 600. I know the car could do a lot more. The HRs really flow well with the heads and everything like that, but again, it's not really my main race car, so I don't really care for it to be like crazy fast. If it makes more power, great, but I'm not really gonna be trying to break things to make that power, if that makes sense. So I think 550 to 600 is a great number for that car. That car is super light compared to the 370 and just a lot of cars out there on the road. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out, because for those who don't know, before I put the 2JZ in my 370Z, I had a top mount single turbo kit on here with the VHR, and the car felt good, but you could definitely feel the weight and everything, just because you know, I want to say, I never got it dynoed, but I want to say it probably made around 550 or so. So I'm just excited to see what that power can feel like in a car that's a little bit lighter. Chassis is just a little bit more nimble. Everything's just a little bit put together just differently. It's just a totally different animal. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Please leave a like on me. What the like on me. Please leave a like on this video for me. I went ahead and bought the turbo today. I still need to order my injectors, the fuel pump, and the turbo manifold, and just a few other small items. You really don't need much to boost these cars. And if you can't tell already, I am gonna be piecing this kit together. I'm not gonna be buying a turbo kit. And I'll get into that in the next video of a sit down of what parts I bought and why I chose to do it this way. But I think I'm gonna end the video here. This video may be kind of short, but again, I just wanted to kind of show you and tell you what my plans are with this car. So if you guys are excited, man, again, leave a like, comment on this video. What do you think the car will make with this turbo size? Again, 6.4, 6.7 comp air-cooled turbo. Very excited to run this. So on that note, guys, I think that's gonna be it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.